This pose right here is what I call the Desi Perkins. And this is what I like to call the floating hand with the smolder. Sorry. Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming why do I feel so far away from the camera right now. What's up guys? Alright, let me move a little bit closer. Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming this makeup look for you. I was wearing this, which video was it? My women's formal perfumes video, and I was going on how much I liked it and loads of you guys wanted me to film it, so I was more than happy to do so because I saw this look. This is inspired by Stacey Marie MUA, which I've talked about her before. Why am I getting out of breath? I feel like I'm nervous because I haven't filmed for so long. This feels very unnatural right now. This makeup look is inspired by Stacey Marie MUA. I have talked about her on my channel before, but this look is off her Instagram page and I absolutely love it. Like this is a me look. Like I would wear this one. I would go out with this one. Sadly, I'm not right now. Like I'm about to wipe this off and go for a run and go to the gym and then go to bed. I really love this look and I love the way that it turned out, and I have lipstick on my teeth. Yes, I hope that you guys enjoyed this look as much as I do. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I don't want to make this introduction long because do you guys want to know how long it took me to film a video today? Like, obviously this would be like a 20-minute video maybe, I'm assuming, because my videos are always so long. But you'll see 20 minutes, but really it's taken me like 20 hours. Like, in realness, it's taken like 4 hours to do this video because I've been like stopping and starting and stopping and starting and procrastinating and having a coffee and having a snack when I don't need to. Please follow me on Instagram if you want to. It is at demi.rawling, and yeah, thank you guys for watching and I will talk to you soon. Bye! I need to do a get ready with me, like a personal get ready with me really soon. I have a lot to talk about that I really wanted to talk about in this video, but then the video would have just been like 45 minutes long. I don't think that's okay. Yeah, so I'll be doing a get ready with me, updating you guys on life and everything. Okay, I'm really going now. I'm really leaving. My eyebrows are so intense today. It's because I haven't done my makeup in a really long time. Like I have not done a full beat in forever. So they're feeling, everything's gonna be so intense today. I just know it. I just know it. So guys, cut me some slack. I like them, they look like a nice shape, but they're very intense. So obviously I've already got my brows on. I just primed my lids with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my lids down with just a white shadow. I'm just gonna grab the first one that I can see, which is from the Zoeva. Why do I look orange? Oh my god, this keeps happening. I'm gonna go into the Zoeva Caramel Melange palette and grab the white from up here and just quickly set down everything. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my MAC 224. I'm going to dip into my custom made palette and grab MAC Soft Brown up here. Just a really easy wearable transition shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and chuck that into the crease. Just kind of going and fluffing all over. Doesn't have to be neat whatsoever. So now what I'm going to do is grab my MAC 217. I'm going to go ahead and mix MAC Saddle up here with MAC Swiss Chocolate. I'm going to go ahead and mix those two shades together and kind of fluff them into the crease because I want a lot of depth, I really want like a lot of depth, a lot of brown, a lot of different brown shades going on, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm just focusing those colours into the crease a little bit all over, but mostly just kind of focusing them into the crease. Ooh, yes, nice and rich. So now that we have those shades laid down, I'm gonna go back in with my MAC 224, grab a little bit of soft brown, and just start to blend. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab my Zoeva Petite Eye Blender. It's basically just like a pencil brush. And I'm going to dip into my Viseart Neutral Matte Palette and grab this brown right here, which you can see I've hit pan on 1, 2, and 3 in this palette because I use it every single time I do my makeup. But the brown is like probably my most favourite rich, fudgy, chocolatey deep brown. It's my most favourite of all of them. So what I'm going to do with the brown is really focus it deep into the crease, creating almost like a really intense cut crease sort of look. I'm going to start in the middle and just kind of like really define a crease. And I'm also going to go ahead and connect the brown to to the outer corner of my lash line here. Doesn't have to be too neat as well because we are going to blend it out. I'm now going to go back in with my MAC 217. I'm going to put a little bit of saddle on my brush and just start to blend out that line. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take an even smaller brush. This is like a random brush that I've had for years. It's just a little bit smaller, a little bit fluffier. And what I'm going to do is go into my custom made palette again and grab MAC Ground Brown. It's just a little bit more pigmented than the brown in the Viseart. And what I'm going to do is even further, just kind of following along the lines that I've been doing, but even further deepen that crease. And I've already done it a little bit, I'm also going to drag that colour along my lash line. I'm just really lightly kind of working that into the crease even further. And also dragging it along my lash line. Just a little. And I'm also quickly going back in with my 224 and just kind of blending above. I don't want any harsh lines. Okay, so for the lid colour, the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and grab Makeup Geek Foiled Eyeshadow in the shade Magic Act. As you can see, this shade is very well loved. I use it all the time, like it's my favourite gold to use. So I'm quickly going to go ahead and grab some of that colour on my MAC 242. I'm also going to go ahead and apply another shade on top of that, but first of all using Magic Act as like kind of like a base. As you can see, it's really quite messy, and that's okay. It's totally fine for this step to be quite messy. Now what I'm going to do is go over the top with this Makeup Geek Pigment in the shade Afterglow. It's a beautiful gold colour, like this colour is amazing. What I'm going to do is go over the top with the exact same brush and just go over the places where I put, yes, oh my god. There we go. That is what I wanted. Oh my god, do you guys see that? That is amazing. Okay, so now grabbing my MAC 217 once again, with no extra product on it, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of fluff out the edges here. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so let's move on to the rest of the eyes. I'm just going to go ahead, this is again like a kind of like a random brush. It's just one of those eyeliner, eyebrow kind of brushes. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab, I think I'm going to go into MAC Ground Brown up here. And what I'm going to do is tightline my lash line. So I'm going to go ahead really close to the lash line and just kind of tightline along the entire way here. Kind of like creating like an eyeliner effect, but with eyeshadow. All the way to the inner here. I don't want the line to look too harsh, so what I'm going to do is just grab my MAC 217 again and just really lightly kind of fluff that. Because like I said, I don't want it to be too harsh. Okay, so let's move on to the lashes. I'm going to go ahead and coat my own lashes with the Covergirl Peacock Flare Mascara, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on some false lashes. I'm pretty sure these ones are by Eyelure. I just had a little intermission because I wanted a little snack. What I'm going to do now is go back into the Viseart Neutral Matte palette. There we go. And grab the brown. And what I'm going to do with that, excuse me, I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used to tightline my lash line. And what I'm going to do is just go over the lash band. I know it's kind of weird that I'm going over with brown, but you won't really be able to tell. Just really lightly, kind of going as close to the lash line as possible. There we go. And that's all I'm gonna do. Okay, so moving on to the skin, obviously I need to prime, so I'm gonna use the Becca First Light Priming Filter today. Just do like 2 pumps of that. For foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and mix the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte with the Aqua. I'm now gonna go ahead and correct my under eye with the Peripera Ink Corrector. Just apply a little bit of that to under my eye, just where the blue is. And then take my Beauty Blender again and just really lightly kind of blend that out. You do not have to blend it all the way out. You can just leave it like that. And then obviously going over the top with a concealer. My favorite is by the Saem. This is a Korean brand. It is called Cover Perfection Tip Concealer. I talk about this all the time. If you guys are a local on my channel, I go on about it. I go on and on and on about it, but it is so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of that to under my eye. I just got concealer on my top, oh well. Also a little bit on the center of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, there, and also on my chin. There we go. Okay, so before that has time to crease, I'm going to go ahead with the RCMA No Color Powder and set my entire face today. I do want to go for that really like flawless, beat, matte look today. So I'm going to go ahead and set that. Okay, so moving back to the eyes, the first thing that I'm going to do is go into my palette and grab, where is it, Ground Brown, once again, on the brush that I've been using, and I'm going to go ahead and tightline my entire lower lash line from the outer corner to the inner corner. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab MAC 221. It's like a really beautiful, like long, really soft blending brush. I'm going to grab a little bit of MAC Saddle, which was one of the browns I used on the top here, and I'm going to use that to blend out my lower lash line. What do I do in the waterline? When I did this look last time, I did a nude. So I might just stick with the nude, even though black would look sickening in the waterline. It would just make it look obviously more smoky. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do nude. And finally, to finish off the eyes, we have the inner corner highlight. I was thinking about this for a little while, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and highlight with Charlotte Tilbury's Bar of Gold. It's a beautiful, you guys hear me talk about this all the time, it's like a beautiful bright gold. So I'm gonna use that to highlight the inner corner of my eye. And before I forget, I need to quickly coat my lower lashes. Okay, ow, oh my god, I've got cramp. Okay, so moving back to the skin, the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and bronze my skin. I'm going to use the MAC Careblend Pressed Powder in dark because it gives me what I want when I want that really bronzy kind of look, so that's what I want to go for today. I'm going to use my Zoeva Cheek Finish Brush, which has been my favourite brush to use to like bronze up my skin. This is amazing. So what I'm going to do is kind of bronze up the cheeks and also the forehead, just really lightly. Oh yeah. For contour, I'm obviously going to use the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder, and I'm going to use obviously my favourite brush as well. My favourite brush to contour with is the Zoeva Face Focus. It's amazing. So obviously I'm going to go ahead and contour my cheekbones and also my nose. Okay, so moving on to blush, I'm going to go ahead and use the Natasha Denona Blush Duo in number 9. And I'm going to take some of that on my MAC 168. Okay, so finally for highlight, I'm going to go ahead and mix these two together. So here we have the Mary Luminizer by the Balm, and I'm going to go ahead and mix it with the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold. Obviously going over with my beauty blender. So finally for the lips, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and overdraw with MAC Spice Lip Liner. I've been using this, guys, so much recently. This has been like my go-to lip liner for sure. Every time like people ask me what I'm wearing and it's MAC Spice, then I'm going to go over the top with a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, happens to be the only one that I own because these are like so expensive, like no. This one is in Kim KW, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.